Hello everyone, welcome to Diplomatic Channel. I am Amarachi Ubani. Zimbabwe is said to be in a state of uncertainty. The main opposition party, the MDC, has rejected the country's recent presidential results. Just a day after the final results of the parliamentary election were announced, citing ZANU-PF winning most seats, violence erupted in the capital on the streets of Harare as a section of the police opened fire on supporters of candidate Nelson Chamisa protesting the results. Police clamped down on another set of protests against the result of the presidential election. Mr. Nelson Chamisa continually insists that he won the election. He's promised to challenge the result in court.
The votes received by Mnangagwa Emerson Dambudzo of ZANU-PF party are more than half the number of votes cast in the presidential election. Therefore, Mnangagwa Emerson Dambudzo of ZANU-PF party is therefore duly declared elected president of the Republic of Zimbabwe with effect from the 3rd of August 2018.
This was the announcement Zimbabweans had been waiting for. A final announcement on who won the July 30 presidential election. The ZEC chairperson said 75-year-old ZANU-PF candidate Emerson Mnangagwa had scored 2.46 million votes against the opposition MDC alliance candidate Nelson Chamisa's 2.15 million votes. Before the announcement, MDC chairperson Morgan Komichi briefly interrupted the results announcement to say the party rejected the result as it had not been verified by them.
We as MDC Alliance totally reject the results that have been announced so far. We reject the results because the results have not been verified by the chief election agents of the candidates.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think you've got our position.
Announcements of results went into the night, and the final result was announced as Zimbabweans slept. When many woke up Friday morning to the news, as expected, reactions were mixed.
Zimbabwe is not going anywhere with President Emerson Mnangagwa. We are tired. We are sick and tired of ZANU-PF. For true. We are sick and tired.
Journalists waiting for a reaction from the opposition candidate Nelson Chamisa were cleared by Zimbabwe's riot police. They later allowed Chamisa's press briefing to go as planned. Chamisa said the presidential election results were fraudulent and had serious legitimacy issues, and that he would be challenging a number of electoral results.
We've summoned our members of parliament. They've already given us a report of where certain illegality, malpractices were done. And we are going to be pursuing this matter to make sure that we get to the logical conclusion.
He apologized on behalf of the people of Zimbabwe for the unacceptable and unnecessary behavior of the Zimbabwe police that had earlier disrupted the news conference by shouting at journalists. He also said this behavior, along with the violence seen during Wednesday's protests, was an indication that ZANU-PF panicked because they were defeated in the election. He called on the international community to help Zimbabwe to break with its past of rigged elections.
We are asking you to help Zimbabwe clearly have a break with the past. Move away from the old ways of rigged elections so that we have a gateway to a new beginning, a gateway of free and fair elections. Please help us to be liberated from the claws and manacles of this dictatorship, of this oppressive regime. We can only do it with your support, with your solidarity.
Declared winner of the presidential polls, Emerson Mnangagwa, during a news conference on Friday, said he wanted to establish what happened before an army crackdown on opposition supporters on Wednesday, in which 6 people were killed.
The police were overwhelmed, and then they summoned, as is required under our constitution, assistance from the army to stop the wanton destruction of both property.
He promised to be a president for all Zimbabweans and declared that rival Nelson Chamisa would have a vital role to play in Zimbabwe's future.
To Nelson Chamisa, I want to say, you have a crucial role to play in Zimbabwe's present and in its future and in its unfolding future.
In the meantime, 27 members of the MDC alliance appeared in court on Saturday, facing public violence charges. Prosecutors say they were identified by police and that witnesses will testify against them. Their lawyer insists the MDC members are innocent and were delivering the elections from provinces when arrested. If found guilty, they could face up to 10 years in jail.